And you've been a Fizzy fan for a long, long time.
I have, yeah, about 35 years, since I was about 8.
That's amazing. And you were just telling me that you had a well, maybe like a slight obsession from 8.
Mm-hmm.
And how did that manifest? Were you sort of buying all the records, coming to the shows, buying the magazines? How did it?
At the time, I didn't buy many of the records because I couldn't really afford to buy them.
Right.
So I'm kind of making up for that
now yes.
lost time, because I've got 1 or 2 now.
Absolutely.
And it was like getting posters off friends and things like that. And I had lots of singles,
Right.
so I was listening to them just constantly, really.
Right.
And just having posters on walls, that kind of thing.
So you used to immerse yourself in the Fizz
absolutely.
world. That's great. Thank goodness you did, and all the other few 100,000 that did as well. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had a career at all. So, why we're here today is we're going to do a little bit of a makeover.
Okay.
Now, you're a striking-looking guy. You're 6 foot
3.
6 foot 3. And when I met you a few years ago, you were a lot slimmer.
Yeah, about 4 stone slimmer.
Right.
Doing a lot of exercise, running half marathons,
Brilliant.
swimming, biking.
So
and
you
now
enjoyed doing the sports and the fitness?
Yeah, lots of sports. Yeah.
So what happened?
So I hurt my back. I had damaged some of the discs in between.
Yeah.
And was on a lot of painkillers. Found it a bit difficult to move, and stopped doing lots and lots of exercise. And then it becomes a vicious circle going down and down. Is that you then put on some weight. That obviously doesn't help when you're exercising. So you stop sooner because your back hurts, and then you put on more weight, and then everything is a vicious circle downwards.
Yeah.
And I've kind of got to the bottom of that vicious circle and need to go back up again.
Yeah. So how much weight have you put on since you were at your healthiest?
Probably about 4 stone.
Right.
So it all needs to be got rid of. I don't want to lose it. I want to get rid of it, because if you lose it, you can find it again.
That's a good analogy. Yeah. So so you want to. So what's your weight now?
19.5 stone, which is very embarrassing to say on camera. But I need to be down into the 14s. 15 at a limit, but down into the 14s.
So how does it make you feel with this excess weight? You know, your daily routine. Does it affect you?
Yeah, absolutely. It makes everything harder. Makes getting clothes to fit properly isn't so easy. To make yourself feel nice and look presentable, especially my job as well, isn't so easy, which then spirals you back down again. It's there's silly things. I mean, when I was probably at my heaviest, things like tying your shoelaces starts to become not difficult, but your stomach gets in the way.
I remember that one when I was about 8 months pregnant. Couldn't get anywhere near the train.
Maybe that's my problem.
Yes, that's it. Maybe that's what it is.
Yes,
You're
absolutely.
really pregnant.
Surprise!
You just haven't worked that one out. Well, please try by Pink or
Medical miracle.
Yes. So you want to lose about 4 stone.
Absolutely, yeah.
And it's 2016, and it's actually May, and so you are going to come. We're going to see you end of November, around your birthday time.
Yes.
And we hope you're going to lose 3 to 4 stone, and then we're going to go out and buy you some clothes.
Yep.
And I won't be doing a makeover of you like on some of the ladies, but we'll spruce you up a little bit, maybe get your hair done, and I think it'll be an amazing.
I'm really up for it.
You.
Yeah, I won't let you down. It's going to happen
That's
because I need to do it for me. And this is just something that's the icing on the cake to it as well, because I want to do it for me. I need to get my health back in order. I need to get my fitness back in order, and I need to get how I feel about myself back in order, and back into some clothes that I feel good wearing.
Yes,
that's the main
You have
thing.
to reach that, don't you?
Yes.
Where you just can't be that anymore. You have to be who you were, it's going to be a new you.
Yeah,
you'll be completely different.
Yes, and I feel I've turned that corner in that I felt that I was that fat person, and now I feel that I'm a person who is fat, and I need to get rid of it.
I think it takes a while, doesn't it? Because if you've been very slim, I mean, the only time I really put weight on was when, it's funny because we share a disease. It sounds terrible, doesn't it? But we do actually. We both had a knee problem called Osgood-Schlatter's disease, and my first heartbreak in life was that I couldn't carry on doing ballet because I wanted to be. In those days, it wasn't Darcy Bushell. It was Margot Fontaine and Rudolph Nureyev, whatever his name was, and I wanted to dance, and I got this problem with my knee, and for 2 years I was on crutches, in and out of hospital. I had plaster from here to there, and my dancing career was kind of over, which is how I ended up being a singer. But it was probably a bit of a blessing actually, because after 25 you haven't made it, you know, you're not doing Swan Lake, you're history.
Well, I didn't have the plaster, but they certainly discussed putting me in plaster for 6 months. But I used to be out on my bike all the time and, you know, playing out with friends. And then it got to the point when I was in my early teens where we would go for a walk around the city. I'd come back and I would be in tears because I was in such agony with my knees. And they would be the size of balloons.
Yeah, my knees were completely
And I've still got the lumps where the piece of bone is
because it doesn't stop hurting until you stop growing. And I'm 5'4" and you're 6'4", 6'3". So you grew another foot. So that was a bit longer for the agony to continue. It's a really unusual condition, isn't it? Yeah, very.
And so
rare.
I didn't do any PE lessons, certainly through high school. So I never got into that zone of, you know, playing team sports and things like that because I didn't know how to, because we, you know, I just used to get sent to the library to finish all my homework instead of doing PE and hobble over there for a bit.
Well, I stopped doing my ballet and I put about 1.5 stone on, which, if you want to be a ballerina and you're approaching 10 stone, was you know, forget it. And I wasn't allowed to dance, so. I know how that feels. Yes. So we're going to put you on a diet, and we're going to phone you regularly, and chart your progress. And so, have you tried diets?
I have done before. I did the Cambridge diet once, whereas you have these shakes instead of meals, and lost quite a bit of weight, but felt dreadful on it. And then as soon as you stop doing that,
the weight
obviously this weight came back, and it came back with a vengeance as well.
That is the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I would never do something
few
like
diets
that again.
that actually work long term. They work immediately, and you go, wow. You know, you put your dress on one day, you go, I dropped that 1/2 stone or whatever, and you look great for like a day, maybe 2. And then it just piles back on because it is. You have to change your whole day, your whole lifestyle completely. You know, your breakfast, your lunch, and dinner. You have to just say goodbye to that way. And then we come to the other question: is why do you think you've put all this weight on, other than the fact that you haven't been able to exercise?
Overeating is one thing, and I would say probably drinking has had a bit to do with it as well. A little bit, a little bit too much.
So. What do you like to drink? What's your poison?
Would be vodka.
Vodka. Yeah. Well, that will do
quite a lot.
Yes.
And you know, it doesn't affect me too much. I'm not a big beer drinker. Wine. Up until recently, I've kind of reached my limit with wine and can't drink it anymore.
How many bottles or how much alcohol a week do you think you consume?
Including weekends.
Especially at the weekends.
Probably over a week. We'll probably get through a couple of litres of vodka.
Oh my.
And maybe a bottle of wine or 2.
Right.
So it's quite, I would say, I certainly, up until last week, have been drinking every day when I get home from work.
You have a drink.
Have a drink.
Yeah.
And then perhaps...
So really, the whole thing is that your exercise routine has changed and you're drinking far more alcohol. And alcohol becomes sugar, just sugar, in your system. So you might as well have just gone and eaten a huge cake every night instead of doing something healthy and going for a little walk. And we need to look at also how you can continue to exercise, like say for instance swimming, without hurting your back.
Yes.
And
running is, although I used to do half marathons, used to do the Norwich half marathon every year, got down to doing that in about 2 hours.
Great.
I really can't do running anymore. It just not at my size at the moment. But biking, swimming, that kind of thing.
But hopefully, when you get back down to
I would like to get back
your
into
goal
it.
weight, you can increase your exercise, and it will be a good thing, cyclical the other way instead of a vicious cycle the other way. We will have to get you a vicious cycle.
Cool.
It'll have to have horns on it. I'll give it a glamorous mane and turn it into an animal.
And a big roar for a horn.
Yes, fantastic. Yeah, I can imagine it. Yes, I'll have to work on that one. So, Ian, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes,
I'm really looking forward to this.
I'm going to put you on a high protein diet, low carbs, not the Atkins or the Scarsdale. That's a little bit too far. But that's generally what we're going to do, and we're going to get you to drink tons of water.
Mhm.
We're going to get you doing a little bit more exercise.
Mhm.
One thing I have to say, this is what people don't realise. A pound of fat on you is 3,650 calories. Okay, so you'd have to run 30 miles to lose a pound of fat. So it's actually quite difficult. But if you think of it as a slow thing, and if you just literally ate 100 calories too much every day, which is like an apple or a banana, by the end of the year you've put 12 pounds on. By the same token, in reverse, if you just cut out 100 calories, which is probably a cup of coffee with sugar or a biscuit and an apple, it's 100 calories is very, very small. If you take that off, you'll lose the 10 pounds.
Yes. Yeah.
So let's have a look at trying to get you to lose the 3 or 4 stone and then remain losing that 100 calories a day, so that you very slowly continue to lose weight, and it will hopefully stop you from shooting back up again.
Okay, brilliant.
100 calories is nothing.
No.
So, but obviously you're going to have to work a little harder to do the 4 stone start.
Thank you.
Yes, I shall have
Just a
to.
bit.
I have to turn. I'll turn up with me whip.
Fantastic.
How about that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, shall I wear the outfit as well? I've already got it designed in my head.
Excellent.
So, well, I can't wait actually.
It's going to be brilliant.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for coming
I won't
today.
let you down.
I have a really good feeling about you actually. Yes. Yeah, I think we're going to make this one happen. Brilliant.
Thank you.
Thanks. Ian, to Belle.